Hi, my name's Corrine Reinhardt, and today we're going to talk about fast food. I think it's an important topic, especially in our culture today. So I think the biggest mistake people make is that some fast food is actually healthy. I don't consider just restaurants, your typical fast food restaurants as fast food. One thing, if I ask the question to different people, what do you think is fast food? They'll typically say, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Arby's, those kinds of things. However, what I want you to understand is that there are boxed foods that I consider fast food, like even things like lean cuisine, which is quite interesting to people. And let me tell you why that would be a fast food is anything that you eat that is processed, that your body doesn't recognize as natural food, it wants to reject it. So it's really hard on the body, and it reacts the same actually as processed fast food. So yeah, there are nutritionists working in the fast food industry today to try to get better food in there. So I think it's helping, and we are seeing better foods in fast food restaurants. I just want you to make sure that you understand, what is fast food and how to avoid it. The 10 top foods I would say that are probably the worst would be soda. I think everybody kind of knows now not to drink a lot of soda. Schools are trying to get sodas out. The one thing is that sodas make you pretty acidic. There's 110 different tannic acids in soda. So what it does really mean is that you have to drink about 8 glasses of water to buffer all of that acidity. So it's not just the sugars, it's not just the aspartames and the Splendas, sucralose that's added, it's also how acidic it makes the body. So if you visualize drinking 3 sodas a day, you're probably going to run into problems down the road because it's the acidity that causes a lot of disease and illness and can prevent good absorption of nutrients and on and on. Osteoporosis, those cancer actually does thrive in an acidic environment, and we are seeing a huge increase in cancer these days. Diet soda, I think, is one of the most popular things that people like to drink, especially trying to stay slim. It's something fun to drink. It actually curbs appetite for some people, so they'll drink a diet soda instead of eat food, thinking they can lose some weight. However, the research has showed for many people, not all, that even drinking a diet soda can raise your blood sugar just like a regular soda. Why does that happen? It happens because the aspartame, sucralose, this artificial sweetener that's being used is foreign to the body. So it rejects it, causing the blood sugar to go up. So if you think that you can lose weight with diet soda, it might not be the best thing to drink. The aspartames, the Splendas, sucralose, I know are not healthy for the body. There is some research that shows it affects the brain. And it does just affect the body as a whole because it doesn't recognize it as something natural. So I really encourage you, to think about sodas before you drink them, the diet sodas especially. Some alternatives, what do you do? How do you wean off? You don't have to go cold turkey. You might want to just set some goals of, I'm going to drink half or 1 less than I did yesterday. What I really encourage people to do is maybe getting some mineral water if carbonation is what you're looking for, adding some natural juice that's unsweetened to it. Some people will add some stevia flavored things to carbonated water. It just helps you have an alternative to a diet soda that you can enjoy. It's got a different taste than just water, and it might be a good thing to do. You can also make teas. A lot of people will make their favorite tea and ice it. That's another alternative. You can sweeten with stevia. It's a healthy alternative to a sweetener if you don't want the calories of sugar or honey. Agave is another thing that a lot of people, like to add for sweetener. So, that's one of them. Bacon with nitrates added or processed meat. Pretty obvious. Again, the body doesn't recognize nitrates or sulfites as natural, so it wants to reject it. Donuts, anything that's deep fried, that's a white flour, is pretty bad for the body for obvious reasons. But again, the trans fats that come from heating an oil and then the white flour, there's a lot of damage that can happen. Candy, of course, the high sugar content, high fructose corn syrup, There's a lot of controversy now about high fructose corn syrup and how bad is it. The research shows that the high fructose corn syrup is different. It's a different form of sugar and does cause diabetes a little faster than other forms of sugar. So you do really want to watch for those on your labels and make sure that you are not eating the high fructose corn syrup. The other things that I think would be important to understand about fast food is just some energy, how it zaps your energy, how it kind of increases your hunger, never really satisfies the body. When you're not getting good nutrition or wholesome nutrition, you're always looking for something more to eat. You eat something, but then a couple hours later you're hungry again. A lot of people are surprised by that. But mostly it's because you're just not giving the body what it's really looking for. So you're not feeding it and giving it a satisfaction or satiety. So it would be important to just know that you can't just get away with eating boxed food or fast food and think that you're going to be okay. Probably one of the main causes of obesity in our country today is just because there is so much fast food and boxed food that's being eaten, mostly because people just don't have the time. And I think with talking about different alternatives for fast food, that's probably what most people would say to me is like, well, Corinne, what do? I don't have time. I've got 3 kids. I work full time. I just can't get home and cook and shop. But the main thing that I really encourage all of my clients and you to do is just the shopping probably is the biggest thing, because most people will eat healthy if the food is in the cupboard or in the fridge. So if you can learn how to shop just buying a few good healthy items that are always in the fridge, it's better than going and stopping by a fast food restaurant or picking up a box and throwing it in the microwave. So things like nuts, turkey, cheese, fresh fruit, some maybe healthy protein bars, those kinds of things to have around. Tuna salad, you can always have tuna or chicken in your cupboard, salmon, those kinds of things. Another thing that's really handy for most people to do is when you do cook dinner, make extra protein for the next day so you have some leftover, so if you come home and you're starving, you can just have that, grab that instead of something out of a box or a drive-through or a fast food restaurant. If you'd like to learn more, go to simplyslimliving.com.